Hello everyone, welcome to All Chemistry. This is Basic Organic Chemistry Part 2. Actually, there were some topics which I didn't cover in my Part 1 video. So I decided to make another video of Basic Organic Chemistry where I will discuss in detail about molecular orbitals and their hybrid carbon compounds hybridization with representation of molecular orbitals. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, what is molecular orbitals? Actually, before going to molecular orbitals, I would like to say atomic orbitals are actually wave function. Atomic orbitals actually represents properties of atom. Now, suppose here is p orbital. So for p orbital, we draw p orbital like that. Suppose this is pz. Okay, so now in pz orbital, in that orbital what happens, there is a nodal point where no electron present. This is the nodal point. Now this is actually a wave function. This is the wave and there is the phase change. Means in wave function of that orbital there is a phase change and there is a nodal point. So actually you can see this like p orbital, you can see this here is a phase change. This is like that and this is the nodal point. Okay, so when we will go to MO, molecular orbital, that means two atomic orbitals combines, means two wave functions of atomic orbital combines and give molecular orbital. And now when two atomic orbital will combine, this is atomic orbital, this is atomic orbital. Okay, when two atomic orbital will combine, will give two molecular orbital, among which will be bonding molecular orbital, and another will be anti-bonding molecular orbital. Okay, bonding and anti-bonding. Now this is written here, one bonding MO and another anti-bonding MO. Now how it happens for a compound. Before going to that, I would like to say something about hybridization. Actually, hybridization, this concept we can see like, suppose here is sp3 hybridization of carbon. Okay, so sp3 hybridization of carbon, how to see at this? Carbon has 2s and 2p. Okay, so now if that carbon atom wants to attach with 4 hydrogen atom and it want to form CH4, and to attach with 4 hydrogen atom we need 4 equivalent MO of carbon, which we don't have. So what we will do, we will take that S and P, how? For 4 hydrogen. So we will take 1 s orbital for 4 hydrogen, means we will take 1/4 of s orbital, and we will take 3p orbital for 4 hydrogen, means 3/4 of p orbital. Okay, so here is 4 hydrogen atom. So what will happen? For 4 hydrogen atom, 1/4 of s orbital plus 3/4 of p orbital, means that is sp3. So that is how sp3 comes, and in the similar manner sp2 will come, sp will come. Okay, so this is the thing. Now when we will go towards the MO, suppose MO of CH4. So for MO of CH4, for MO of CH4. We will take atomic orbital of carbon, means we will take 2s and 2p. Now that 2s and 2p will give us sp3 mutually. Now look, there is 1 2 3 4 atomic orbitals of hydrogen. Here is sp3 of carbon. Now they will, what I said, 2 atomic orbitals or hybridized orbital with hybridized orbital. This is sp3 atomic orbital. Hybridized atomic orbital will give you 1 MO, 1 bonding, another anti-bonding. So 4 electrons in sp3, 1 2 3 4. Each hydrogen have 1 electron, so from 4 hydrogen 4 electron, so total 8. Means here sp3 means 4 sp3 and here 4 atomic orbital means 4 bonding, 4 anti-bonding. Now 8 electrons, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That is a representation. This is CH sigma bond. Now look for CH2, double bond CH2. For ethene, CH2 double bond CH2. Look, carbon is bonded with 2 hydrogen and 1 carbon. Now carbon, what is the hybridization of carbon? sp2. We saw that in our previous video. Now that sp2 means 3 sp2 of carbon, 3 sp2 of carbon. Now in that 3 sp2, 2 sp2 will be hybridized, make bond with 2 hydrogen. 2 sp2 make bond with 2 hydrogen. 1 2 3 electron, 1 2 3 electron. Now rest is 1 sp2 and 1 electron, and 1 vacant p is there for each carbon. Now 1 sp2 and 1 sp2 give 1 bonding, 1 anti-bonding. Bonding sp2, anti-bonding sp2. Now vacant p is there and p will give 1 pi bonding, 1 pi anti-bonding. Okay, so this is it. This is sigma bond, this is sigma bond, this is pi bond, this is pi star, this is sigma star. So that is how it forms 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. So in the similar way, MO can be drawn for sp hybridized carbon. Okay. In more detail, I would like to say about conjugation. Suppose there is a conjugation. Okay, this is 1 3 pent 2 in, or 1 3 pentene. Now for this, how to draw the MO? This is, now take all of them here without. Now remind one thing, number of carbon present will be equals to, okay, whenever you are drawing MO, don't forget to give that energy in the left side. Okay, now number of carbon present will be equals to number of MO here, means 5 MO, 1 2 3 4 5. Now draw the orbitals. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 carbons, 5 orbitals. Now look, this is psi 1, psi 2, psi 3 energy level, psi 4, psi 5. Now how many electrons? 1. The number of electrons will be equals to number of bond, pi bond into 2, means 2 pi bond means 4 electron. Okay, number of pi bond into 2, number of pi bond into 2, 4 electron. So place 4 electron here, 1 2 2 electron in one level, this is Hund's rule, 2 electron in another. So now the last energy level which will be occupied, that will be HOMO. HOMO means highest occupied molecular orbital. HOMO is equal to highest occupied molecular orbital, and the lowest one which is vacant, that will be LUMO. LUMO means lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. LUMO means lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. Okay, now this is a complex one. Now filling of orbital means, where is the node? Node will be the number of energy level minus 1, n minus 1, n equal to number of energy level, means here lowest energy level is psi 1, means here node will be 1 minus 1 0. Here second energy level is n2, psi 2, means the number of energy level, means this is first energy, this is second, this is third, fourth, fifth, psi 1, psi 2, psi 3, psi 4, psi 5. So for psi 1 node will be, for psi 1 node will be 1 minus 1 means 0. For psi 2 node will be 2 minus 1 means 1. For psi 3 nodes will be 3 minus 1 means 2. For psi 4 it will be 3, and for psi 5 it will be 4. This is the calculation of node. Now whenever you have calculated the node, now you have to fill the orbitals, means there is 0 node. Of how to fill the orbital, look, you have started from there, so you fill that, then you will fill this, as there is no node, means there is no phase change of electron, so all orbitals will be filled in the same side. But where is node, means for psi 2 there is node, means node we have to draw the node in symmetrical manner, means for this case we will draw the node from the middle. Here will be the node from middle of the orbital. So in right hand side here is 2 orbital, in left hand side 2 orbitals, so this is a symmetric manner. Now if when the node will passes through a orbital, then that orbital will not be occupied by electron. Now how will be the occupancy? Suppose this side and this side are filled. Okay, in the other side of the node, node is like a mirror. Okay, so if I fill this side, so in the other side of the node I have to fill this side. In the next level or side 2, there is 2 node. How to put that 2 node? We can put it right like 1 2. Okay, so this is a symmetric manner. Now filling 1 2, change of phase, same phase. Then again for this psi 4 3 node. How will we will draw the 3 node? We will draw it like 1 2 3, change of phase, no electron, change of phase. Again the last one, 4 nodes, 1 2 3 4. So different phase. Okay, now look one thing here. For this is psi 5, means odd energy level. So in odd energy level, the corners are 2 in the same side. In even psi 4, the corners are 2 in the different side. In psi 3 odd, again corners are 2 same side. For psi 2, corners are in different side, and for psi 1, corners are in same side. Means here we can write a shortcut to remember, that is, when energy level number is odd, then same side. For this is for corners, same side. Okay, another one is when energy level number means n is even, then opposite side means mirror side. When it's psi 4, it's psi 2, then look, corners are in mirror side. So even means mirror and odd means same side. So now look at easy example like ethene. So for this, how many electrons? 2 electrons. So 1 2 MO. So they are orbitals. This is psi 1, this is psi 2. Here 0 node, here 1 node. Here is the node and here is the filling. This is it. Okay. Last example is for this. This is, take it as radical. Okay. This is a radical. So how to draw for a radical? Look, for radical, count electrons. For radical, 1 electron. For pi bond, 2 electrons. So total there will be 3 electrons and 3 MO. Now draw the orbitals. 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay. So now put the energy levels. This is Psi1, Psi2, Psi3. Now give the electrons. How many electrons? 3 electrons. 1, 2, 3. Now look, here is only 1 electron, so we will call that SOMO, and we will call Psi3 LUMO. Okay, SOMO means singly occupied molecular orbital, and LUMO means, as I said, lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. So for the first one there is no node, so filling will be like that, same side. For second one there is one node, so different side. For third there is two node, means like that. Look at the nodes, 0 node, 1 node, 2 node. Okay, so this is it. So this video was about that MO thing and how to represent it in organic, how to draw this and these things, and I will discuss about aromaticity in my next video. Thanks for watching and keep watching, and please like, share and subscribe. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel for another video, and I will continue that UG syllabus series. And if that helpful to you, please give me comments and likes, and comment me what topic do you want to understand, and what do you want to learn from me, and please do subscribe, and thank you.